Welcome to Friday Night SmackDown from Indianapolis, Indiana, as we come to you with a hell of a start to the night. Sami Zayn's big mouth got him this matchup here tonight, and he should have been very careful about his wording, about the things he said in the backstage area, because this is the reason why he is in this. He's been running around saying he deserves the biggest shots at the titles. He is a fan favorite. Him and his loyal diehards, his Sami Zayn day oneers, all of them believe in him so much that he should be signing up for championship matches. He should be getting the big matches, the big title fights. And well, Nick Aldis pretty much said, all right, if that's what you truly believe, I've got something for you, buddy boy. I've got something to start you off tonight, and I'm going to let you kick off SmackDown tonight. And we're going to see what is in Sami Zayn's cards here tonight with his surprise opponent here tonight, man. And here we go, man. Who did he... Oh, no. Oh. Oh, he's dead. Oh, he did. Sami Zayn's going to die in this matchup. I think Sami is ready for this. I think he thought he was going to get somebody else. I think he was going to think he was going to get somebody, a lower name, or someone who was looking to make a name for himself. But no, he just got the ruler, the Oba Femi, man. The man who retired Brock Lesnar. The man who wrecked Brock Lesnar at WrestleMania. And now Oba's got himself a piece of Sami, and Sami with that roll. Oops, look at Sami trying to get the win on Oba Femi real quick. I don't know how long he'll last, but look at the takedown right there, Sami. Again, he's a veteran. You can't take anything away from him. This man has been wrestling, a former NXT champion, former Intercontinental champion, former tag team champion, a former member of the Bloodline as well. There's a lot of accolades this man has accomplished in his career, and tonight he's hoping to be the first one to pin Oba Femi on SmackDown on the main roster. Something that Brock Lesnar couldn't do, and that's a big feat. That's a big, huge feat. But if Sami can win this, and yeah, I think you're Nick Aldis thinking to yourself, you know what? Maybe Sami's not crazy. Maybe his diehard fans believe in him for a reason, and maybe he should and will deserve a chance to continue for that championship that he keeps speaking about. As right now, currently, we are waiting to see who will challenge Randy Orton at the SmackDown exclusive Judgment Day pay-per-view. Yes, we have the Judgment Day on SmackDown, but it's not based on them. It's just the old Judgment Day pay-per-view that we've had. And Sami Zayn is slowing down Oba right now, and Oba getting slowed down, getting choked out right there. Oba Femi, who last week on SmackDown closed out the show with a huge W over Solo Sikoa, Finn Bálor, Sheamus, and Dominik Mysterio. Huge win for Oba last week. Definitely ranks him up above the class and starts putting him up into title pictures now that Brock Lesnar is out of the scene and gone at Mania. And Sami is taking it to Oba right now. I never thought I'd say that in my life, but the ruler definitely now seeing why Sami Zayn is, yeah, he looks like a bum, but the man can wrestle. The man can compete. The man can go at it. But and look at Oba right there. And again, Oba takes anything and everything. Oh, I think we're done. I think that uppercut might be enough to get Sami Zayn shook. And that might be Sami's good night tonight. Imagine that. Imagine Oba. If somehow Oba wins this. He got a big win last week against a couple of veterans. And look at Sami fighting and kicking right there. He knows he's got to fight a little bit. He knows he's got quite the matchup here with Oba Femi. He knows he needs every moment to capitalize. Every move is going to be crucial because eventually Oba's going to wake up and be done with him. But again, yeah, imagine Oba gets a win tonight against, oh my God, Sami Zayn just tossed like a child. Jesus. Tossed him like yesterday's garbage, man. Crazy. And big time power slam fall from Grace. And that is why Oba is the ruler. He has just destroyed Sami Zayn right now. Like that. Like that. For most of the match, Sami had some control. But Oba just said, I'm going to wake up and I'm going to wreck it. I'm going to destroy this guy. And he's done. He's not going to compete anymore in this matchup. And a huge win for Oba Femi. The last 2 weeks have been huge for him. For Mr. Oba Femi. Destroying, wrecking everybody. And Sami Zayn is the next guy in line. I think at Judgment Day, now you wonder, is Oba lining himself up for a championship matchup? Is he lining himself up with a date with the legend killer, the legend himself, Randy Orton? I'm not sure. That's going to be Nick Aldis' job to figure out who's the guy that's going to face, who's going to face Randy for that championship. Who will it be to take on Randy Orton? Remember, Roman Reigns is also on this roster. Seth Rollins is on this roster. Drew McIntyre is on SmackDown. So many options, especially Roman with his whole full bloodline in full attack right now. You got Jacob and the Usos on Raw. They're over there attacking, taking over the game over there, doing what they need to do to get the titles back to the bloodline. The ones, they're taking back what they've lost. And here is another little group of the ones hoping to help Roman capture SmackDown. It is Tama Tonga, ready for action right now. Tama Tonga will be teaming up in this matchup against AJ Styles, Javon Evans, and then we'll be teaming up with them. Solo, Talla Tonga, and JC Mateo on the other side. This is a Solo telling Roman, look, let me handle Tama. Tama feels like he needs freedom. He needs to be away from the family. Let me handle that. I'm going to give him a chance. I'm going to give him a chance tonight to beat us, to fight us, and maybe release some of that aggression. And then realize, you know what? Family is family. This is what happens. Sometimes we actually physically fight. Sometimes we have to line up against them. But let's see what happens here tonight. As Roman is letting Solo make this call. He's like, hey, look, a good leader allows his supervisors, allows his people, his younger uplings, to do these decisions and make them learn from it. It's either going to work or it won't work, but he'll learn. And that's what Roman wants to do. And Solo has gotten JC Mateo and Talla Tonga to fall in line with him as well. And here's a big 6-man tag here on SmackDown. AJ Styles told Javon, hey, look, you weren't on the roster last time Roman was full on bloodline, so you need to be in that fighting line to get to stop that, because once they control all the titles, it's going to be tough, it's going to be rough, and we're going to be getting wrecked by them every single night. As Styles winding down his career, Javon Evans barely getting his career started here on the main roster. Does not want to start off with the bloodline controlling every single title, and AJ quick with that smack right there. AJ familiar with Tama Tonga and told him, look, man, I'll back you up tonight. But if this is really just you clearing up the air with your family and you're going to go right back to them, you're going to run back to them, like, I don't think I want to really be your friend anymore. But we'll see. We'll see. We'll see how the future goes. We'll see if Solo's plan works out. That Tama just needs a little breathing room to fight. But Solo said, yeah, I'll get him in line. I'll get him in line when time comes through. Roman's got it all planned out to become WWE champion again, the WWE Undisputed Champ. Jimmy and Jay, they've got themselves a chance at the Tag Team Championships. We saw a main event. Jay got himself his number 1 contender matchup after losing the Tag Team titles on Raw to the Vision. But again, Roman said, look, these are all just hiccups. I need you guys to control everything. And Jacob Fatu is planning on becoming a world champion on Raw. And right now, AJ Styles, the bloodline has suffered a little bit this week, but trying to make up for it. and went for the leg there. Nothing at all there. Now AJ Styles lining up. He might be lining him up for the Styles Clash. No, belly to belly, but Solo counters that one right there. I asked Roman, I'm like, why did you choose SmackDown? Why did you choose to be here? Why not on Raw with Jimmy and Jay, who you know best, and Jacob, instead of here with Solo, Talla, JC, and Tama? And he was like, it's simple. I don't know them that well, so I need them to see what I can do. I need to see them follow a leader. They need to follow a true leader, because they've been following Solo, and no disrespect to him, he's just not there yet. He's not that guy yet. Me, on the other hand, I can tame them. I can show them the way, and I can make them believe even more. And we'll see if that does happen. We'll see if they do go into that. You know, I'm not saying Solo wasn't a good leader. Solo was fantastically fun to watch, but you know, with Roman taking over, same. Randy Orton been on high alert this week as well. His championship, he knows that title is on discussion for the Bloodline. The Bloodline wants that title, and they'll do anything. Randy has no backup here, no support whatsoever, and that's always dangerous when you have no support from anybody. I mean, the rest of the locker room will barely support you because they don't want to see the Bloodline come back, and they remember those days, how tough it was to become a champion, the title being held hostage. But this time you're going to add more members. You're going to add more people to it. You got the tall monster that is Talla Tonga. Yeah, his weak side is, he is a little bit inexperienced here in the ring, and he's still learning his ways. But again, with Roman leading him, it could be dangerous. JC Mateo, already a powerhouse, already a hoss, already someone that if you get in that ring with him one-on-one, you better watch yourself, because that man can lift you up and destroy you and wreck you. That man is a monster. And Solo, we've seen Solo, the fighter that he is. He gets in there. He's not afraid to pull the dirty moves. You know, Roman with this little group of the Bloodline right here could make it happen, and especially if you can include Tama Tonga. Oh man, it's got him fall in line. AJ Styles right now taking the beating from Talla Tonga, and there's AJ switching it around. AJ Styles is not afraid to fight right now. It's AJ. Roll up on the big man. No, he just was able to get over him right there with that flip. And AJ doing a little tiny. He's busted open. He is busted open, but he's picking up the big man right here. AJ never afraid of a challenge. Never afraid of taking on the bigger challenges, man. Never. And AJ gonna get snake eyes. Snake eyes on AJ Styles. AJ Styles has been doing this alone tonight. He should be making some tags in. Bring in Tama Tonga. Bring in Javon. Maybe he just doesn't trust Tama. Maybe he doesn't, fully trust that he wants to get at his family. He wants to be that outlier, the lone wolf of his family, trying to fight them. Meanwhile, you've got Javon Evans on the other side, still inexperienced. Maybe AJ's trying to protect Javon from that. Maybe AJ's like, look, man, I see your potential. You remind me of me back in my day, different, a game changer, and I just don't want you to get taken down right now or create the worst enemies with this group. But he needs to make a tag if he wants to win tonight's matchup. And AJ Styles, again, showing you why he's one of the best around, why he's good at it, and why he still can do it at this age. And now here comes JC Mateo. I love this. I would love to see these two go in a one-on-one matchup. I just figured that the power of JC against AJ Styles' abilities would be a hell of a matchup. These two would go at it. Mateo now bringing him into it. No, AJ switching it up now. Mateo, big uppercut right there to take down AJ. And going for the pinfall, Mateo's like, I'm not really going to last that long. I know you're already done. So I don't really want to make this match go any longer when you've been getting the full brunt, the full beating. But look at AJ Styles. He is taking it tonight. He is not saying, look, I'm going to sit back and let the young guys do all the work. And AJ gonna get flipped around. Look at the power of Mateo, man. And he is still going. Yeah, he's still fresh to the match right now. AJ Styles in trouble. Look at this power. Look at the way he just turns and wrecks that body, man. And there's Javon Evans to break up the pin. Or Javon wants to get into this. He wants to step into it, but he's like, I gotta wait for AJ to make that tag. And Tama Tonga hasn't really shown that he wants to get in this match yet. He's just standing there quietly, waiting for the opportunity. But when the opportunity presents itself, will he actually attack? Will he actually do something? And AJ Styles looking to close him out here. Maybe a Styles clash already. On to Mateo. No. A jumping forearm right there. And now Styles sizing him up. I think we might be getting that Styles clash if it happens here. No jawbreaker there by Mateo. Again, AJ, not the freshest man in this matchup. He should make a tag. It is a tag team matchup. But the question is, does AJ trust his partners? Oh, he was going to make a move on Mateo in that corner. But again, Mateo is stronger right now. And JC Mateo dropping him. You know, Roman's plan has been pretty much outplanned. He wants on Raw Jacob to win that world championship or win any title, and every title he wants it. But the main goal for him is to win that world title, while his cousins the Usos take on the tag team titles. Hell, he said he does not even mind if Jey Uso wants to take back his world title, or if Jimmy wants to get in there. He just wants those titles back. Here on SmackDown, he's made it very clear. To Solo that Intercontinental Championship that Penta holds, it's coming to the Bloodline. The Tag Team Championships, they're coming to the Bloodline. So those all better be ready to go. And I talked to him about the women's title. He's like, look, right now, Nia can handle business. She can take care of that, but she's not jumping in this business right now. We'll figure that out when the time comes. I'm like, sounds like you don't want Nia. And he's like, no, I do. But don't worry about it. I got a plan, and you're just going to have to wait and see. I was like, damn, okay, so I'll wait and see, and I'll wait and watch. As JC Mateo now has Javon Evans. And again, the upside of Javon Evans is so high. The ceiling is so high for this young man. I know we're going to see him go through ups and downs, so he learns and gets better off of it. And look at that suplex. I don't think he'll come in like a Trick Williams or a Oba Femi just coming in and lining up the world. Javon is different. Javon still has a lot to learn, and the best way to learn is from losing, and that's what's going to happen right now. Javon, again, his talent's going to get him so far, but he's going to need to get a little bit more experience in the ring before he truly goes off on the world. And here comes Tama Tonga. Everyone wondering, is he going to attack? He's stepping outside, stepping inside. He doesn't know what he wants to do. And JC's like, I got you. But look at Tama taking him down with a DDT. Okay. Maybe that fed on Tama. Well, Tama's like, I just want the pin. He's like, I'm going for a pinfall. And Tala's like, no. If you really want to go against us, here, fight us. Let out your anger. Let that out what makes you want to fight us and not be part of us every single night. And Tama Tonga just wants to close this one out. I don't think he even wants a fight. I think he's realizing his consequences right now. Oh, and Tala is baiting him and pissing him off. But look at Tama. He's like, I'm closing JC out. I'm going to finish this man. I don't want any more. Time smack to the back of the head. Mateo could be done. And that is all Mateo kicking out. Tama Tonga's like, stay down. Stay down. It's making you wonder, what is Tama Tonga's alliance to this new bloodline, to this new group? What does he see himself as? Does he see himself as a guy who doesn't want to fit in with Roman's plan? And if he doesn't want to fit in with Roman's plan, you know how the tribal chief will counter that. Look at Mateo, so impressive with that maneuver. That's a grown-ass man. It's like 200 pounds right there, just being lifted like nothing. Lifted like, it's like when you're lifting your pillow like that. That's how he lifts them. Again, if you don't fall with Roman and you're part of this family, you can't expect that you won't be here for long. You can expect that Roman will call the scenes and say, send them away. I don't want them here. Get them out of here. And Talla now making the statement here. Solo has not even stepped. And Talla is going for the pinfall on Tama Tonga. That big boot could be enough. And wow, wait, oh, really? This again now goes to Solo and the MFTs get a win. The Bloodline victorious tonight. And I don't know if Tama took the dive. Tom might have taken the dive there for his family. One big boot like that. He wasn't even in the match that long. AJ frustrated on the outside. Javon's like, well, what happened? Was this all just a setup just to get a win? I don't know what just occurred and what the Bloodline's up to, but not a fan of that one. Not a fan of Tama Tonga really threw the dive there. But we're going to move on here tonight with Dragon Lee in action. Dragon Lee and Finn Bálor will take on JD McDonagh and Dominik Mysterio of the Judgment Day. I had a chance to speak to several of these competitors in the back earlier today. Dragon Lee was one of them. I told him, why did you take this challenge? Why did you decide to team up with Finn Balor? And he's got the issues with the Judgment Day, and they're a pretty powerful group. And like, why? He's like, they're not really powerful. Dominik's a little, words I couldn't repeat. A little starts with a P. It's just I can't repeat that word on live television here. And JD McDonagh, he's like, oh, you're talking about Lord Farquaad. I just, I really don't care for them. Lord Farquaad is on his way out to the ring. So, he said he'll take on that and help out Finn Balor. He respects Finn Balor's career and what Finn Balor's been able to do in his time. And he's saying, look, I'm going to team up with them tonight. It's going to be a good opportunity for me, especially if I can get that pin over that former Mega Champion, that former Intercontinental Champion that's named Dominik Mysterio. And Dominik knows it's been a little rough recently. He wants to be a champion again. The eyes are set on the Intercontinental Championship. But him and JD's like, hey, let's set our eyes on the Tag Team Championships too. You can do both. We can do both. Why not? So we'll see if that does happen here on SmackDown. But tonight, still dealing with this the past in Finn Balor, who's not let them go yet. And Finn Balor's not down with them. He's never going to be down with them. That, look, you guys got me for the rest and of always eternity. Like, I'll be here waiting to kick your asses. And Dominik and Finn, this is a match I've been waiting to blow off and see the end of this one right here. I know Finn wants one more. It's a WrestleMania. These two guys went at WrestleMania. They had their match. Finn Balor with the demon, he unleashed on little Dominik, and Dominik was done. He was crying. He was begging for mercy. He was begging for his mama. And right now, Finn taking it over there in the corner, telling JD, this is your boy now. This is who you aligned yourself up. I'm the guy who taught you. I'm the guy who trained you. And then you backstab me. You come up with this guy? Like, all right, cool. The Judgment Day not only here on SmackDown, but on Raw too, with Liv Morgan, who's holding on to the Women's World Championship on Raw. Raquel Rodriguez also featured as well on AAA. Roxanne featured on ECW. The Judgment Day is all over. They're all over the place, and they want every title that they can get their hands into. And, it's great. They want titles. They want to win. Even JD McDonagh can get into that lineage as well of the championship. That's the good thing now about this. Opening up WCW and ECW and AAA to the roster. You can get more championships. You can become a champion, show what you can do elsewhere. SmackDown's always been great, but this is it is a crowded roster of so many young, talented individuals. You don't always get your time. You don't always get your TV time. You don't always get the full time you want. So now you go on to AAA or WCW or ECW and let the world see what you can do. And then you come and bring it. And then you start showing the world what you truly do. And now Nick Aldis has to think about it. You know what? Maybe I'll put him up against this guy. It's the beauty of it. Dragon Lee has been a member who actually has been on a couple episodes of WCW recently. He just joined the Cruiserweight division there. He said, look, I'll take a title there. I'll take a Cruiserweight championship to go. And we'll see if he can get that. And Dragon Lee proving his point right now, how good he can truly be against JD McDonagh here on SmackDown. And the Motor City Machine Guns right now, definitely, I know they're watching this because they've seen McDonagh and Mysterio politicking in the back for tag team championships. So they know eventually in the future they'll be looking at them. But tonight, Finn and Dragon Lee can get this all the way to second. Spanish Fly. Spanish Fly from JD McDonagh. It took out a little bit out of him, but it took out more from Dragon Lee. What a move by JD McDonagh. As much as you want to hate him in that ring, he is a solidified ace. He is definitely living up to his nickname. The Irish Ace, man. He is doing it big. He is doing it big tonight with that big boot onto Dragon Lee. And look at Dragon Lee stopping it quick. The one thing, though, flying around between shows, it does wreck you. It does take a toll on your body, all that flight, all that going around, extra matches, less rest for you. But it gives you more opportunities to compete, get better. Wins, losses. From your losses, you learn the most from. You learn the most lesson from them. Dragon Lee taking aim right there at the big-ass head of JD McDonagh. And no, he's able to kick out right there because Mysterio saves But McDonagh did kick out right as Mysterio was saving him. I don't know, Finn Balor right now is wondering to himself, okay, they're playing. They came to play tonight. They came to attack. And Dragon Lee's like, I'm ready to go, man. I'm ready to take this match up. I'm watching. I think Nick Aldis tonight watching, saying, look, the Intercontinental Championship race is huge. It's a great roster to have. It's a great roster we have right here for this title. Anybody can go for it. Anybody from any place can come from it. You got guys like AJ Styles who can go for it. You got guys like I'm going down my list right now. Going down my list of who can go for that title, who can compete for that. Got guys like Uncle Howdy out there who might even want it. You got yourselves your Tama Tongas, your Solo Sikoas, your Sheamus, your Sami Zayns, your Rusevs, your Royce Keys, you know, Ridge Holland. You have Randy, who's the world champion. You have Pete Dunne. You have the champion, who was Penta. Oba. No, you have so many people here on SmackDown. The Miz, Matt Cardona. You know, you got a list of people here. Javon Evans, McDonagh, JC Mateo. There's a lot of challengers here. So these are matches that you have to shine. You have to make yourself look better. And getting a win definitely puts you up there. This is right now Dominik, the dirtiest of all dirties, El Sucio. El más sucio de sucios. Is getting the pin on Dragon Lee? No, I don't think so. I don't think so. Dragon Lee does not want to lose that way. Never want to lose that way. What I do know is Dominik can say, look, if the Judgment Day is not featured at the Judgment Day pay-per-view, that will be the biggest travesty of all time, and we will definitely find action, and we will do things the right way to get rid of Nick Aldis. And I told him, what do you mean the right way? He's like, don't worry, I'll get my lawyers and we'll sue. Simple as that. Because our name is on, they're using our name to be the pay-per-view. So they're selling our likeness and we're not getting any credit for it. Like, come on now. Come on now. Let's not do that to ourselves. I know that Finn Balor has issued a challenge to Dominik. He told him, hey, there is something that if you want to get a match, there is a match I can give you at the pay-per-view if that's what you want to do. If you want to really be in the pay-per-view that badly. And I think he could sell it very well to Nick Aldis. I think Nick Aldis would pull the trigger on it, and I think we could see that possible match happen. But again, it's all if Dominik really wants to be on it. You know? What's the suggestion? No, thank you for asking. The suggestion was Dominik against Finn Balor in a steel cage match. That's all it was. Dominik hasn't responded back to it. And Finn Balor said, look, that option will always be there. He's like, you give me that matchup against you in a steel cage match, win or lose. After that, I leave you guys alone, and I'm done with you guys. But I want you to remember me. If you give me in that steel cage match, I'm going to make sure you never forget what I did to you in there. And JD McDonagh says, I'll take it. And Finn's like, I'll fight you in a steel cage match. I don't care. But I really want Dominik to feel it, because I know his dumbass is the reason why I'm not in the Judgment Day any longer. And why you guys went the direction you guys went. And a pinfall by Dragon Lee, but Mysterio kicking out. And Mysterio, look at Dragon Lee. This has always been so impressive to me. Just the speed of Dragon Lee, but his back. That took a lot out of him right there, just to lift up Dom. Dom is a little bit heavier than him, but that took him out. Took a little bit out of him, and a big kick. And again, look at Dominik Mysterio. What is this? Oh no, not the 619. He's dialing it up. 619. It's Dominik. And the frog splash. Oh no, he went for a tap, just for a headbutt actually. Did not hit at all. Dragon Lee able to get out the way. Dragon Lee, but look at Dom again. Punches El Sucio. I don't trust El Sucio one damn bit out here. No, there's a reason why you get the name Sucio. Not because you don't shower. No, it's not because you don't clean your hair. No, it's because you were willing to do some Sucio things. Do dirty, you know? The Tapatio man, the Pringles man, whatever you want to go with, he can fit that role. You know, if his career here in WWE doesn't go out well, he can always go into ad modeling for those companies, and he'll be good. He'll be fine. And look at Dragon Lee. That's impressive right there onto JD McDonagh. But JD back up. That big ass head picked him up right there. Right now, JD has Dragon Lee in that corner right now. Will JD and Dominik, will they pull out the win? Failing on the other side, wanting to get into this one, wanting to get into a fight with them. And McDonagh telling Dom, we got to put this guy out. And I wonder if they will, man. I wonder how this is going to end. And, back shots to the back of poor Dragon Lee, now picking him up. I think we've seen this before. We've seen a Spanish fly last time he did this. I think he wants to do it again to Dragon Lee and truly put him out. A Spanish fly from up here definitely could be the game closer. Spanish fly! Another Spanish fly. Center of the ring. Finn. Seen Dragon Lee kick out once of this, but no! We won't kick out of it a second time. The Judgment Day are victorious in this one. Dom and JD victorious. Finn Balor wondering himself, God damn it, I lost here. But I want that match with Dom. I want to face him one-on-one in a steel cage. Will he accept it? Will it happen at Judgment Day? I don't know. We'll have to wait and see what Nick Aldis chooses. SmackDown will continue. We'll keep moving on through here. Lyra Valkyria in action. Just out of last week, she just had a freaking steel cage match, and now here she is in action again. Lyra said, it's a steel cage match for the Intercontinental Championship. I didn't win that one, but here I am, back at it again, back on the grind, trying to get there, and teaming up with Bayley tonight to take on the Kabuki Warriors. Bayley told Lyra, hey, I think you're stretching yourself out too thin. You either have to focus on the tag team or on your solo run. And if you don't want to focus on the tag team, please let me know, because I'm putting a lot of effort into this, and it has to be 50-50. It can't be just one person going in, all in. And we'll see what Lyra chooses. But Lyra was really focused on winning the Intercontinental Championship last week, and it did not go her way. With the Kabuki Warriors, Kairi Sane just got picked up a win last night on Thunder against Jordynne Grace. Here with her ECW champion. Here with our ECW Women's Champion, Asuka. And Asuka sent Kairi over to WCW and told her, make me proud, win their World Championship, and bring it to us. Bring it to the Kabuki Warriors. Bring it to our legacy. So will the Senpai be able to, fulfill the dream of the Sensei, which is for both of them to be world champions at the same time. But tonight, this is more of a tag team matchup, a matchup to put you in the tag team realm and become a tag team champion here in the WWE. The title's held by Nia and Lash. Legend. They are quite the team, quite the dominant force. And again, this is, I think, an example of how a tag team can work. Asuka and Kairi, they're both looking for world championships on different brands. Bayley, though, is still a little frustrated, saying, look, it looks like Lyra doesn't even want to be on my team. She just wants to be a singles champion. Meanwhile, I want to be a singles champion too, but I also want to be a tag team champion with a good friend of mine, a friend that I trust to be in a tag team. And she's out here just making plans to continue to follow singles channels. So like, if that's the case, then I'll go do that. I'll go to AAA. I'll stay here on SmackDown. I'll go to WCW. I'll go to ECW and do that. Again, we do have a pay-per-view for ECW coming up, which is going to be WrestlePalooza. A lot of matches on that show. Asuka will be on that show as well. I can't wait to see Asuka compete. But we have one ECW show right before the pay-per-view that is Slamboree. We do have our ECW show on Saturdays. So I'm excited to see how that goes. A neck breaker there. And the kick to the back of Lyra. The Kabuki Warriors at 100% right now. I know Kairi just had a match last night against Jordynne Grace. And Jordynne Grace, always a tough competitor. And she's had quite a little bit of a losing streak lately. And things have been going rough for her. Definitely would want to seek out the advice of someone that can help her out. I don't know. I think she's going to need a wise person to tell her something. Somebody wise is going to have to talk to her. But Kairi Sane right now was able to get the win, an impressive win against Jordynne Grace last night. And a pinfall right here. A pinfall by Kairi. Kairi's hoping for the win right here, but Bayley quick to save her partner at a 1 count. It's like, hey, you're not going to get counted out. You're not going to get pinned yet. This match isn't even close to being over yet. And Lash and Nia. There's a lot of tag teams here on SmackDown, on Raw, on AAA, and everywhere looking to compete, especially on Evolution, where if you're not even on the same brand, you can still team up with someone on that show. It's an all-women show. You can team up with them. That's how Charlotte and Asuka have been Charlotte and Alexa Bliss have kept their team alive. How Rhea and Io have kept their team alive. they're on Evolution, able to keep their partnership together. And that's how Nia and Lash are like, damn, this is going to be tough because every team wants our titles. We're the only tag team champions. There's so many teams. Even the NXT teams can come into this. And Bayley went for it there, but Asuka was quick to move to the ropes and get away from that springboard dive right there. Springboard crossbody, whatever you want to go. Look at Asuka, running the ropes like that. And what a great running of the ropes on top of that and knocking out Bayley, but Bayley's back up again. That's what makes Bayley so resilient, a former women's champion, former tag team champion, Royal Rumble winner. Bayley has done it all here in the WWE. Tag team championships with multiple people. Big time main event spotlights at WrestleMania, and Bayley about to get rolled up, but Asuka kicking out. You know, for Bayley, we talked to her, what's the next thing? She's like, well, trying to win the titles with Lyra would be pretty cool. Haven't been able to do that yet, so that would be pretty cool to do that. And then we go from there and we see what the challenges of defending a championship that always comes through. Talk to Bayley, well, now that Triple A is there, you now have WCW, ECW, they got women's championships. What about that? She's like, those are different discussions. Not focused on them, focused on my team. And that's what's most important to me. And we'll see for how long. We'll see for how long that does go. Especially with Lyra, you know, also focusing on her singles run. A clothesline and knocks her out right there. Especially after last week with the brutal cage match with the Intercontinental Champion Naomi. Big kicks by Lyra. And Lyra, remember this week we have an interesting SmackDown. We have an episode today. We have another episode soon. It's a little quick, nice little mega SmackDown because we celebrate SmackDown that way. And big time crossbody there. Just running crossbody to take Kairi out, and Lyra's like, go ahead, Bayley. Let's see what you can do. Here comes Bayley against Kairi. And now Kairi returns the favor with that running crossbody. And now Kairi says, I'm going to tag in Asuka. Now the funny thing would be if Bayley does the same crossbody to Asuka. Oh, she went for that same thing, but Asuka was able to smack her in the back with the back of the hand. And the ECW Women's Champion now in trouble with Bayley. As Bayley now with the smacks him, a couple smacks across the face there. Definitely never pleasant. And Asuka with a big kick to the back. Big kick to the back of Bayley right now. The ECW Women's Champion in control. Bayley now taking it to Asuka. And Bayley wrapping her up, and Bayley, got her. Did she get enough right there? Is that enough to take the champion out? No. Asuka says that's not enough. Never, ever, 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 because you're not ready for Asuka. I'm just saying what I'm seeing right now. I'm just saying what I'm seeing from this matchup. Asuka is down, Kairi's in, and Bayley went for the tag to Lyra. Lyra's like, I gotta show that I'm full in, so I gotta do the work tonight. No matter how hurt I am from last week's steel cage match, she's showing still some signs of it. She's still showing some hurt from it, and went down because of Kairi. Lyra was too focused on Asuka, who wasn't the legal woman in this matchup. When you're not the legal person in this matchup and you're getting attacked, you're not fully focused on this matchup. Lyra, here it is. Look at that leg drop right there that knocks out Kairi. You want to bring her back in unless you want to win by countout, then that's one way. And Lyra talking smack to Asuka. She is talking that smack to her. Look at Kairi Sane coming from behind. That's Lyra not fully focusing on this right now. Don't know why Lyra is. I get it. You're beat up from a steel cage match, but you're not fully focusing on this tag team matchup. And Bayley might be right. Like, maybe you might not be able to do both. And why waste Bayley's time? The future Hall of Famer Bayley, a great women's wrestler, Bayley, an innovator for here in the WWE for the women's division. Now Bayley sees Kairi on the outside. Bayley running to her. Bayley with the bulldog. Bayley's like, I'm the legal woman now in this matchup, Kairi. Big kicks here by Bayley. The referee is counting. Bayley's, again, a veteran of the game, understands the counts, understands the game plan that she needs to run here. And look at Kairi. Oh, smart. Kairi stunner. Oh, right into it and got a stunner onto Bayley. Asuka watching Kairi telling her, I want to see a win here. And an Alabama slammer on the outside. Bayley's head definitely hitting the outside. Close to the ring post, too. That could have, she might have smacked the ring post. Not 100% sure. I have to look at the replay. And the Kabuki Warriors are going to win this by count out. And they're okay with that. Asuka's like, hey, we'll take the win. That's us playing the game the right way. Yeah, I mean, Bayley got smacked pretty hard in the back of the head there. And again, I don't know where Bayley and Lyra go from here, but the Kabuki Warriors are on a roll. Everything is going their way. And if Kairi can become a WCW Women's World Champion, oh man, who's to say these women cannot keep going and taking every title? Being told by Nick Aldis, though, that after the results tonight, the general manager from ECW, Tommy Dreamer, is not happy with how the champion responded in this one and got a count-out win. So that you don't want to see his champion win by count-out. So he was made an ECW Women's World Championship match for tomorrow's episode of ECW, where Asuka will defend her title against Bayley. One night away from the big pay-per-view, the huge pay-per-view, WrestlePalooza of ECW. Crazy night, Dreamer. I don't know what you're up to over there, Dreamer, but we'll watch it tomorrow. We'll be watching ECW. And this matchup tonight, again, huge stars of SmackDown, Matt Cardona, Drew McIntyre, Seth Rollins, and Drew McIntyre having a little beef right now, but tonight they're gonna get a chance at each other, but with Royce Keys also added to that. And Nick Aldis has definitely said, look, tonight I'm placing big importance on this. Whoever wins tonight, I have a huge match for next week. Not the next episode of SmackDown, but I have a huge episode coming up. So in a couple of weeks, we'll have a huge match up here to determine the number one contender for the WWE Championship. When and where, I'm not sure yet. Nick Aldis is going to take a look at that and plan it out. But says, hey, the winner of this matchup will face Oba Femi to become the number one contender for the WWE Championship. That's huge news right now, especially for Randy Orton right now. I'm pretty sure Randy now is thinking to himself, holy crap, who's it going to be? Who is it going to be tonight that wins this matchup to face Oba in the future in a chance for that WWE Championship? It's a main event spotlight matchup right there. Drew and Seth have been WWE champions before. Royce Keys, no, just new to the scene. Matt Cardona barely returning back from his exodus, from his time in the Indies, becoming the Indie God. Now Matt Cardona said he came back to become a WWE champion. And he's not going to settle for anything less than that. So that's huge for Matt. That's huge for Cardona. That's huge for him. If he can go in tonight, he has a tall task of Oba Femi to climb. But if he can climb the task, it is Oba Femi. Why not ride the confidence? Why not say you could take down the tribal chief, not Roman Reigns? Why not say you could take down Randy Orton? I'm already so scarred that I'm already thinking of Roman Reigns as our champion already. He doesn't even have a championship matchup against Randy Orton. Jesus, all the R's. That's what it is. It's the R's. Big knees right there by Seth Rollins. Rollins with big knees again to Royce Keys, but Royce stops that right there as it's Cardona and Keys, the two challengers who've never competed for the WWE Championship here on SmackDown, here in this new reign. Kick out there by Keys. And again, I'm already scarred that I'm already thinking Roman's our champion. Randy Orton's our WWE champion. But again, I'm just terrified of this bloodline here. I'm pretty sure Roman is questioning Adam Pearce to why he's not in these conversations, why he's not the number one contender already for the WWE Championship. And Roman Reigns is going to be that guy. And if I'm every guy in this matchup, and Oba Femi, I'm a little worried that he won't stick the rest of his bloodline on and attack and get you out of his way. And stomp to Drew McIntyre. But I think Drew might have stepped out. He might have gone down low. He knew what to do. He knew how to counter that from Seth Rollins. Their history that these two men have, definitely. But look at Drew, the Scottish Terminator, coming after the big man, Royce Keys. But Royce finds no issue with them. And Seth Rollins trying to drop a drop kick to the back of Royce Keys. But he moved the hell out the way on that one. And Royce is telling Rollins, do you want a piece of this? You want a spine buster? Okay, take the spine buster. Let me know how it feels tomorrow in the morning. And Cardona has been dealing with Keys here tonight. They look, you're close to what Oba Femi is, a powerful dude. And if I want to get there, I have to face someone who's like him. Someone who can definitely lift me up and destroy me. Like nothing. And look at Rollins trying to do a moonsault, but nothing there. He was trying to do a springboard moonsault, but Drew was able to put his knees up. And now it's just all out chaos again. These are the crazy thing about these multiple men match or multiple women's match. It always just gets crazy. So much going on at one time. As Cardona is trying to get the better of Drew McIntyre. He's got him holding him down right there. And now Rollins with the knee. And this is all just wild here tonight. Again. And Rough Rider! Rough Rider by Cardona. Cardona about to blow up the window. Kick out by Rollins. I thought that was his move. I thought that was his opportunity. The opportunity saw itself and he came. Again, a former Edge head. You know, Edge used to be the ultimate opportunist. So why not learn from a mentor of yours? And that was close. That was a moment that could have happened there. And now it's Royce Keys and Drew McIntyre, the two big dudes, the Scottish Beef, and Royce Keys, the Palo Alto meat. This is a big fight between both of them. As Rollins on the outside with Cardona. Royce Keys, oh damn, big time running clothesline. Drew McIntyre about to meet the doom of that big splash of Royce Keys. While you have on the outside, Cardona was doing a lot of trash talking, and Seth Rollins set him straight and laid him out. Drew, Royce Keys, they both went for a clothesline, but Royce Keys' clothesline was much more powerful than Drew, and that's crazy to say. And frog splash! I didn't know Royce Keys could do that. Didn't know he can jump up and hit that frog splash. Drew was able to get out the way, but Royce back to it again. Oh my God! Look at the way he's twerking. Oh, that's the leg of Drew McIntyre. Just picking Drew McIntyre up like that. That is impressive strength. But look at Drew picking himself up. The core strength to be able to do that from Drew. And Drew, that's taking away his claymore. Royce Keys smart enough to understand it. I think he just hit him with the big time clothesline. And Drew in trouble. And Royce Keys gets the win on Drew McIntyre with that huge clothesline. And Drew McIntyre can't believe it. Rollins can't believe it. Cardona, they were outside fighting. But in due time, we will get Royce Keys against Oba Femi on SmackDown to determine the fate of the WWE Championship and Randy Orton's fate. Oh, damn.